yo, this is it. This is the beginning, Bahamas. This is our moment. This is our time. It feels so good. Feel good to make my parents proud. Feel good to be able to make the country proud. And I just want to shout out everybody right now who've been behind this movement from day one. This is our time, Bahamas. Miss World 2015 and beyond. We're getting ready to head there. We're taking this to the world. Get ready.
In Harbour Island, North Minnesota, I'm Charles Fisher. This is ZNS.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition, a symbolic act of remembrance. The nation reflects on the sacrifices of Defense Force officers who died in service to their country. A beehive of activity at a local establishment as schools race to get last-minute Mother's Day gifts. In sports, Freedom Farm hosts All-Star Day. The Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition starts now. I'm Desmond Saunders. This is the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. Welcome to the broadcast. Two frightening events unfolding in the nation's second city within a matter of hours. After receiving reports of two juvenile males lost at sea, 3 police officers occupying a single patrol vehicle were on their way to respond to the call of duty. However, as those 3 were en route, their patrol car collided with a civilian vehicle, resulting in a confirmed female fatality. The civilian driver was pronounced dead on the scene. The condition of those three police officers not known at this time. As for the 2 juvenile boys who were lost at sea, both of their bodies have been recovered thanks to the recovery efforts of police and Defense Force officers. This is a developing story we will continue to follow for you. All the country pausing today to pay tribute to 4 Defense Force Marines who lost their lives during the sinking of the HMBS Flamingo 45 years ago. In marking the anniversary today of that tragic moment in the country's history, a wreath-laying ceremony took place at the Cenotaph in the Garden of Remembrance, downtown Nassau. The incident involved Defense Force Marines able seaman Frederick Stirrup, Marine seaman Austin Rudolph Smith, Marine seaman David Allison Tucker, and Marine seaman Edward Arnold Williams, who died after their ship was attacked by Cubans in Bahamian waters. The incident occurred after the HMBS Flamingo arrested 2 Cuban fishing vessels near the Ragged Island chain. Well, following that wreath-laying ceremony in the Garden of Remembrance downtown, a memorial service was held at the Royal Bahamas Defense Force base honoring the sacrifice of those fallen Marines. Maurice Barros was there.
The Royal Bahamas Defense Force pausing this weekend to honor and reflect on the lives of its fallen Marines during a solemn HMBS Flamingo Remembrance service held at the base in Coral Harbor. The event, marking 45 years since the tragic incident, is what Minister of National Security, the Honorable Wayne Monroe, calls the cornerstone of the force's legacy.
The legacy of Flamingo lives on in each new generation of Marines. Let us not only remember the sacrifices of the 10th of May, 1980, but also the enduring lesson that it left behind, that with independence comes immense responsibility. The willingness to lay down one's life so that others might live is among the noblest of acts. And this selflessness is a cornerstone of our Defense Force legacy.
And while officers face life-threatening situations daily, Monroe thanked each member of the force for their commitment to excellence and selfless nature.
And to the devoted men and women of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, both past and present, I offer my deepest gratitude on behalf of the government and people of the Bahamas. Your commitment to duty, discipline, and country is appreciated beyond what words can express. And we salute you.
Member of Parliament Shannon Dawn Cartwright, representing the opposition and reflecting on the importance of commemorating the event for future generations of Bahamians.
Ultimately, for any nation, who you value and who you honor is really reflective of what kind of country you have. So it's so important for, again, generations now and generations yet unborn, they see who we've honored.
Historic heads of agreement with a local company to enhance meteorological services and improve flight tracking. The groundbreaking deal inked at the office of the Prime Minister Wednesday with Bahamas Aviation Climate and Severe Weather Network will generate more than $420 million in investment over the next 3 years. The project would also see the creation of the first in the Caribbean Meteorological Watch Office. The group's financial advisor, Michael Strawn, says the project will also clog existing loopholes that have prevented government from collecting revenues associated with airspace access, as well as improve overall aviation and weather infrastructure.
Through this project and investment, we plan on taking a lot of that load off by putting the infrastructure in place to enable the advancement of the Department of Meteorology and also provide the services that the airspace users require in order for us to charge the amount of money we need to charge to make a financial impact on the country and ultimately the lives of the Bahamian people.
Well, that project also being hailed for its focus on sustainability and reducing carbon emissions in the aviation sector. A renowned U.S. aviation scientist has been working closely with the network. The project will also bring about greater efficiency in weather services in the country. This includes recruiting more students to pursue studies in meteorology.
This feeds into the carbon credits that you heard about talking previously, where we can then calculate what would be the savings in fuel emissions and how we can basically minimize emissions, but also what are the carbon credits associated with that. To operate a meteorological watch office and a weather service, you need meteorologists, and we need maybe about 30 meteorologists, and maybe as things grow, even more. And so we want to create a strong relationship with the academic institutions also to enhance the systems here.
Well, Bahamas Air reassuring the public that the video of an aircraft undergoing maintenance circulating on social media is not an operation. It is undergoing a scheduled heavy maintenance check. Officials of the national flag carrier maintain these in-depth inspections are part of the airline's strict commitment to aviation standards and are conducted to ensure that every aircraft in its fleet meets the highest levels of safety and performance. Well, a special honor for mothers in the country. That and more after this.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
New stuffed crust cheddar flavor has a taste you'll enjoy.
Outside and inside.
With a delicious stuffed crust covered in irresistible cheddar flavor. Come and try the new stuffed crust cheddar flavor only at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza. What? You don't know what TDC is? Tourism Development Corporation?
You mean the Ministry of Tourism?
No, that ain't the same thing, but the Tourism Development Corporation helps develop and grow Bahamian businesses in the tourism industry. You heard what I say, boy?
Oh, yeah.
Develop and grow. You don't know what all the things they do?
What does do?
Hey, check the website, one.
Start your journey to ownership of our #1 industry today. Log on to tdcbahamas.com.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies. Safety first.
Foreign Affairs ministers of the Caribbean community met in St. Kitts and Nevis over the past 2 days to attend the 28th regular meeting of the Council for Foreign and Community Relations, the crisis in Haiti, relations with third states, and developments in hemispheric and multilateral bodies were some of the topics discussed. Foreign Affairs Minister, the Honorable Frederick Mitchell, re-emphasized at Friday's closing press conference that CARICOM really matters.
If CARICOM did not exist, we would have to invent it because it's simply the most efficient way to conduct our foreign relations. So I want to reinforce that message and to say that while it may appear that there's a lot of talking going on, talking gets things done. It's the way we mobilize behind objectives, and I'm happy to be a part of it. We don't act in the foreign affairs theater without checking with our other countries in CARICOM to determine where we're headed and what our positions ought to be when we face the world.
Minister Mitchell underscored Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis's climate change objective that is a very important foreign policy issue for the entire Caribbean.
For CARICOM countries, climate change is existential. I believe that. I believe the science. Our country accepts the science. And we pledge to continue to work with all of the countries in the region, the hemisphere, and around the world to fight the doctrine of no when it comes to climate change and to continue to proselytize across the world for the funding which is necessary for mitigation, adaptation, and the change which is necessary to defend in this era of climate change.
The Progressive National Party government of the Turks and Caicos Islands executing its aggressive agenda to enhance the lives of residents there. Take, for instance, labor. According to the Minister of Immigration and Border Services Deputy Premier, the Honorable Jamel Robinson, the government is ensuring that Turks and Caicos Islanders have the skills needed for the job market over any potential foreign worker.
The idea is to ensure that we have more Turks and Caicos Islanders in middle and senior management on the job front, but also that they can benefit from the economic boom and be owners of businesses. Because on one hand, you might want a job as a Turks and Caicos Islander, and you might look at a work permit holder as someone who's in a job you're in. But as an entrepreneur and a business owner, your business may very well also need that foreign labor to be able to operate. So you have to find that balance of the needs and who takes priority at the particular time.
Well, the PNP government is even planning to modernize a business licensing sector the same way, creating a new reserve category for TC Islanders only.
Every new business going forward will have to be a Turks and Caicos Islander, 100% Turks and Caicos Islander owned real estate company, and going forward, all of the salespersons will be Turks and Caicos Islander salespersons, so real estate agents is what they call in layman's terms. So that's basically a $50 million commission industry. I believe the government gets at least $50 million on stamp duty for these types of transactions.
The Kiwanis Club of Over the Hill giving high tributes to several of its leaders. The club honoring its founding members who've dedicated 50 years of service and leadership. Its leaders have been at the heart of the Kiwanis Club mission since the very beginning, with a commitment rooted in compassion and service.
The Kiwanis Club of Over the Hill was formed over the hill to show our brothers and sisters south of the arch that people like us could indeed inspire a nation, inspire a community, and give back at the same time.
We had a lot of opposition and a lot of pushback, but the man who started that club were committed to what they wanted to do, and 50 years later, the club still exists.
So our objective is to ensure that as many persons who want to give service at this level, they're welcome to be a part of us.
We're working on a very good project where we tend to renovate a home in the Over the Hill community for a long-time community servant. That's one of our babies right there. So before the end of the year, we look to complete that. If we could just reach one person, we've done our job.
Special event at John Bull this afternoon downtown, honoring the work of mothers in the country. Our Mauritian Barrows was there.
Luxury meets love at John Bull this weekend, where mothers were treated to an unforgettable soiree in celebration of Mother's Day, complete with gifts, sweet treats, and an overall heartfelt appreciation. John Bull marketing manager Keisha Campbell says that the annual event is meant to pay tribute to all of the mothers for their selfless commitment to parenthood.
We're just celebrating moms in bloom. We're celebrating everything that makes moms shine, and of course, florals, spring. everything that brings happiness and joy. So we have a lot of activations in store today, including complimentary beverages and sweets. We have complimentary makeovers, nail art, we have handbag monogramming, bag tags, you name it. So we're just celebrating moms today. Whether you're a mom and you want to just come and celebrate with us, or if you're shopping for mom, we're entertaining anybody that walks through our doors.
With preparations meant to celebrate an estimated 400 moms today within the store, attendees like Ken Ranuri says that the event is the perfect way to start Mother's Day.
We have heard about the John Bull soiree in several of our media groups, and actually we came to change her Pandora. She got it as a gift. So when we came in, we realized that it had already started. And what a fabulous display John Bull has put on. We got drinks, we got quite a lot of things. Some things that were without purchase and some things with purchase.
And with raffles, musical selections, and complimentary makeovers happening all around the store, Campbell notes that the event is meant to allow mothers an opportunity to relax from such a hectic lifestyle.
We give out lots of gifts. We have raffles every hour for mom. And so we usually expect about 300 to 400 women to come and celebrate with us today. And most of the items are actually complimentary with their shopping. So it's just an experiential moment for moms to celebrate and just kind of let their hair down and feel good about themselves today.
With festivities lasting until the evening time, this is the perfect event to celebrate the women who mean the most. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Marisha Barros.
Great job there, Marisha. Sports is up next.
Diet-friendly special.
Bahamas Striking Group of Companies, we have been in Exoma now for the past 4 years, carrying out our paving program. A part of our company's philosophy is to do some work to international standards. So when you look at our paving division, we have a state-of-the-art lab to do all of our testing in-house, as well as a state-of-the-art asphalt plant with a trained technician carrying out the work on that site. The overarching goal of our company is to produce the work that we're doing in the entire Bahamas to international standards. We also make a difference by the training of our staff. We have a very intensive training program going on to where we are teaching young men how to learn the art of striping. Being a young man myself, I've made mistakes in the past. I was given a second chance to better my life, and it's only fitting that we pass that along. What's important for us is giving them a second chance for them to get a skill and a career that could take them further in life.
Hey, Dizzy. Hey, honey. You got one little thing for me yet? Can I tell you why I get no money? At least not yet. I get my money. Managers. Oh, and I done upload it.
Hello, Miss Daisy. Your check is ready.
Thanks. I got it. I come for that little thing. You got it?
Money managers, responsible lenders for responsible people.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Welcome to your Saturday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Eugene Stewart. Well, the Freedom Farm Baseball League hosting their annual All-Star Day, this year honoring the legacy of veteran coach Lionel Ferguson Sr. Freedom Farm Commissioner and Bahamas Baseball Association President Clarence McKenzie on the day's order of events.
We have a food village set up as a fun day for the family. We have skills competition events with all the kids in the different divisions, from golden arm, the fastest runner, throw around the horn. So we have a lot of baseball activities going on today, and then we end with featuring all-star games in each division, which will feature the best players we have who would have played well and deserved in the season. One of the things we always want to do is put our kids in a competitive environment, and this all-star skills competition, we'll see exactly, which kids have the best arm. Which kids can run the fastest, which kids have the best accuracy, and which kids can hit the ball pretty far. So this puts the kids on the map where we can then start to highlight them and feature them. And so we see exactly what youth development looks like in the next 2 to 3 years.
The man, the myth, and the legend with more than 3 decades of baseball experience in the Bahamas, Lionel Ferguson Sr., speaking on this year's honor.
Just to see the growth of Freedom Farm, and even to see a young man like you who came up underneath me in the day, it's a whole lot. I'm expecting just a lot of fun from the children, to see them enjoy the game that I, love so dearly, just to have fun and have a good talk with all of the old players who I had a chance to coach, and some of the old coaches that I left behind.
Groups of young players also weighing in on being a part of this year's competition.
Feeling pretty great, and I hope our team win, and we win trophies for the 2025, and I hope we win the 2026 and 2027 too.
I'll be looking for to make it also every year and keep on winning.
Well, we had the coaches scheme where, I would have dominated on the mound. I had about 9 strikeouts, and so I feel pretty confident about it. They requested me to come back for the bigger kids scheme at 5 o'clock, so I'll be pitching then as well. So I'm excited to, showcase my talents, as, I was, I grew up at the farm, and, still, I might be old, but, I still got a little left in the tank to give.
Parents and family also gathering in full force. Some came for the food, some came for the camaraderie, but most importantly, the support.
And the parents out here, everyone is excited. It's just a great day at Freedom Farm. The most beautiful part is seeing the teamwork, seeing the children come together and work, because these crews that they would have put together are not all on the same team. So they would have mixed the teams just to see how the children work well together to still win overall. That's the most exciting part of it for me. Having parental support is extremely important. There are so many challenges that children face on a daily basis. And so having that support from your parents is going to push you. It's going to help you to overcome adversity. It's going to help you to rise above the challenges and see everything as a stepping stone as opposed to fall into the challenge. And so having support from your parents means everything. You can see how much the children depend on it. You can see them pushing themselves because they look back and they see mommy and daddy in the stand saying, go, 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 go. So parental support is paramount with these kinds of activities.
And that's been your Saturday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Eugene Stewart. Stay tuned. We've got weather when we return.
New stuffed crust cheddar flavor has a taste you'll enjoy.
Outside and inside.
With a delicious stuffed crust covered in irresistible cheddar flavor. Come and try the new stuffed crust cheddar flavor only at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Hi, Phil Swift here for the Flex Seal family of flood protection products. Our flood protection products are specifically designed to work together in order to create multiple layers of super strong protection. All these windows, doors, seams, and openings have all been sealed up tight. Now there's a new way to protect your home or business from damaging floodwaters. Get the removable Flex Seal family of flood protection products.
Bahamas Bahama Striping Group of Companies, we have been in Exuma now for the past 4 years, carrying out our paving program. A part of our company's philosophy is to do some work to international standards. So when you look at our paving division, we have a state-of-the-art lab to do all of our testing in-house, as well as a state-of-the-art asphalt plant with a trained technician carrying out the work on that site. The overarching goal of our company is to produce the work that we're doing in the entire Bahamas to international standards. We also make a difference by the training of our staff. We have a very intensive training program going on to where we are teaching young men how to learn the art of striping. Being a young man myself, I've made mistakes in the past. I was given a second chance to better my life, and it's only fitting that we pass it along. What's important for us is giving them a second chance for them to get a skill and a career that could take them further in life.
Good to grow, keeping you in the know, keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
Who knew bacteria could help gardens thrive? That's what J.S. Johnson employees discovered during a hands-on workshop hosted by the Agricultural Development Organization at the St. James Road Community Farm.
And this bacteria helps the garden. It helps our plants by being able to provide the process that turns all of our nutrients into a more soluble uptake for them.
Partnering with J.S. Johnson, ADO taught participants to use lactic acid bacteria made from kitchen scraps to create powerful natural fertilizer for backyard gardens.
Every day, right, you know, in the Bahamas, we cook, right? We cook rice. Rice goes with almost everything, right? So on a Sunday, if you're cooking up a nice pot, right, you save that rice water, you ferment that rice water, and then you use 1 gallon of milk and you make your bacteria.
Employees learned practical steps to start their own gardens, even in small spaces.
So we want to be able to open our mason jar. The trick is that we do not want to use chlorinated water that we get from the city. We want to use really good water, purified water. Let's put the rice inside there, and we just want to add the water. Just mix it up, and you're going to see something. You're going to see how it went from clear to now it's going to start getting cloudy.
The workshop is part of ADO's push to promote sustainable farming and empower Bahamian communities through agricultural education.
We have a community farm in 6 constituencies already, 1 in Rollville, Exuma, 1 here, and then 4 throughout Nassau. So 5 in Nassau, 1 in Exuma, in Rollville. The idea is to have 1 in every constituency, so we need to do another 33. And those goals we hope to achieve within the next 2 years.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
Time now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. Forecaster Diane Dorsey joins us in studio with the latest temperatures. Good evening, Diane.
Hey, Desmond. A broad area of high pressure is still firmly in control of our weather here in the Bahamas, keeping things dry and stable through Monday. But by Tuesday and Wednesday, moisture pushing in from the Gulf will bring some changes, some showers and possible downpours, especially across Bimini, Grand Bahama, and Abaco. Now, if you were to step outside right now, you'd feel a temperature of 82 degrees with mostly cloudy skies, winds southeast at 10 miles per hour, humidity at 64%, and pressure at 29.95 inches or 1,000.4 millibars. Now, let's take a quick look at temperatures across the Family Islands this evening. In Green Turtle Key and Freeport City, we have 81 degrees, Marsh Harbor, Abaco, 82, Alistown, Bimini, and Bullocks Harbor, 80 degrees. For the Central Bahamas, Fresh Creek, Central Andrews at 84, Camp Space, South Andrews, and Black Point, Exuma at 87, Harbour Island at 79, and Rock Sound, Eleuthera at 83 degrees. Moving down, we have 85s in Arthurstown, Cat Island, Rum Key, San Salvador, and Georgetown, Exuma. And for our southernmost islands, including the Turks and Caicos Islands, Clarencetown, Crooked Island, Ragged Island at 84, Acklands and Betsy Bay at 86, Matthewtown, Inagua at 82 degrees, and for the Turks and Caicos Islands, 82 degrees. Now for your boating forecast. In the central and northwest Bahamas, expect southeast winds at 12 to 18 knots tonight through Sunday, with seas around 3 to 6 feet. High tide will be at 7:32 tonight and again at 7:45 tomorrow morning. Further down in the southeast Bahamas, winds will be southeast at 15 to 20 knots and seas will be a bit choppy at 4 to 7 feet. Things are warming up, which means more people are out on the water, so small craft operators across the entire island chain, please exercise caution. Now, our satellite image this evening shows patchy clouds drifting eastward over the northwest Bahamas. Tonight, look for partly cloudy skies with a mild overnight low around the 74 degrees. And tomorrow, get ready for a breezy day with a mix of clouds and sunshine and a high around 84 degrees. Now, looking ahead, showers return early next week starting Monday and continuing into Wednesday, bringing some much-needed relief to the extended dry spell we've been having. And for the rest of the week, nice weather with temperatures reaching the 90s. That's your update on weather for the evening. Back to you, Desmond.
Thank you very much, Diane. That does it for the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. We thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thank you so much for watching. And a big shout out, pre-Mother's Day shout out to my mom, Joanne Roll. Good night, everybody. Take care.
At the Sydney Poitier Bridge, I'm Kaylin Green. This is ZNS.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down.